Way cooler. Okay. There's lots of people here.
Keep it up, Matt. Okay,
Yep.
here we go.
There you go. How are you?
And welcome to our special coverage of the 45th Annual Seattle International Film Festival. I'm Nancy Guppy, and we are at McCaw Hall for the fabulous opening night festivities featuring hometown hero Lynn Shelton's newest film, Sword of Trust. Okay, here's the plan. We're gonna chat up Lynn and lots of other filmmakers on the beautiful red carpet, celebrate Northwest fashion, like the hat. Those are like Bambi shoes. Rifle through the VIP bags of swag. Who cares? And highlight a bunch of films that you won't want to miss. So sit back, relax, and enjoy our SIFF 2019 Spectacular.
It's gonna be fun.
Well, there's a very important person right over here. Woohoo! Beth Barrett! Nancy, how are you? I'm great. Okay, very good to see you. Artistic director. So many wonderful titles for you. We adore you. And so, Beth, this is the 45th year of SIFF.
Yes.
Over 400 films.
Yes, 414.
414. And how many countries?
86.
My goodness.
I know.
Oh, wow.
I know.
So we always want to know, of course, from Beth Barrett, what are at least two films that you absolutely must see? What are two must-sees from Beth Barrett?
So there's 414 films. But
Yes.
Okay, so the little fangirl in me is super excited to meet Gurinder Chadha, who directed like Bend It Like Beckham. But
Yes.
she's here at this festival with Blinded by the Light, which is a terrific story about a young Pakistani kid in the 1980s Britain who discovers Bruce Springsteen.
I can feel it all right here. It's like Bruce knows everything I've ever felt, everything I've ever wanted. My poems, they're not brilliant, but they're mine.
Do you think that this man sings for people like us?
But he talks to me. You cannot be serious, mate.
It changes his life.
Oh my God.
It's a great film.
Oh my God.
Great
You know,
film.
he kind of changed my life, but that's a whole different story.
He changed a lot of people's lives.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Purpose of your visit?
I'm going to see Bruce Springsteen's hometown.
I can't think of a better reason to visit the United States than to see the home of the boss.
Okay, so Blinded by the Light.
Blinded by the Light.
And then, what's the other one?
Well, you know how much I love Australian film.
I do.
Yep.
Who doesn't know that?
Exactly, and I love Stephen Elliott and Guy Pearce and Kylie Minogue.
Oh, God,
who
Guy
doesn't?
Pearce, yeah.
So I'm gonna go with Swingin' Safari.
Okay.
Which is also set in the 70s, weirdly. It's a little period piece about a cul-de-sac in Australia that, you know, the neighbors, they grow up together, and then there's a fateful key party, which happened in the 70s.
It's called Swinging Safari.
Oh, I'm in.
Very funny, kind of raunchy look at growing up without a lot of parental guidance, let's say.
Somebody's going to get hurt, and it's not going to be me.
The Hall House was a disaster movie in the making. Welcome to the club, men. That's the way.
Well, are we talking R-ish?
I would say light R.
Light R.
Light R.
Okay.
But very, very funny.
Okay, so those are two from you. And,
Yes.
and before we let you go, because this is a big night, of
Yes.
course, Lynn and Mark and everyone
I'm so
else being here.
excited.
It's very excited. It was your birthday recently.
It was.
Yes, and
Yes.
We wanted to gift you with this beautiful, glorious bow tie, which I think you really would. I think maybe for the centerpiece gala. Oh, there you go. Look at that.
Thank you, Nancy.
Oh, you look fantastic. I want to see that all night long.
I know, all night.
Okay.
My little party thing.
Beth Barrett, everybody! Woohoo! Hi, Ken. Nice to see you.
See you.
Okay, so the name of your film.
Enormous, the story of the Gorge.
How did this story come about?
The film came about from the producer Tim looking at the Gorge through a television and it drew him in. It said, what is this place? I've got to tell a story about it.
There's no place like it in the world.
What stands out about the film? Are you happy with it? How does it kind of flow for you as a narrative?
Well, I've got a perspective because I have been at the Gorge since the very beginning, and it was my mission to launch it. And so I really, feel strongly about what it is and why people come there and all of that. And what they've done so incredibly with the film is capture that magic of why we built it in the beginning.
There were people everywhere. Sleeping bags, clothes. We figured we'd find a body.
The other thing that's unique about this film is that the Gorge really is something that is ours. This region, these
kind of
people.
Communal,
it's communal, and that was that, and people took ownership of it when we started putting on all the shows, and so that's what they capture in the film. It's a great story about it.
I don't know that it works anywhere else in the world, but it worked here.
Hello, Lynn Shelton, woman of the hour, queen of the red carpet.
How are the Seafair Pirates?
They were
Nancy?
insane and wonderful and crazy. And Mark Maron,
Yes.
hello, sir. I kind of grabbed your hand and held it weirdly long this morning.
I can
when
take
saw
it.
you.
You're
Okay.
doing it again.
I know.
It's happening twice.
Oh, no, it's a little bit weird.
Ah.
And you're looking good. First of
Thank
all,
you.
who are you wearing?
This is Imperio Armani, the whole thing.
Beautiful. I love that kind of aubergine.
Thank
and
you.
of course, you are looking very divine.
Thank you.
The hair. All right, so let's just get to it, shall we? Sort of Trust is the film. This is your second film to open SIFF. The first one was in 2012, your sister.
Yes.
So how is it, first of all, to have another Lynn Shelton movie opening?
It's ridiculous, Nancy.
Yeah.
Why are they having me back?
Did you freak out when they called you?
Yes, I totally freaked out. I couldn't believe it.
Did you think it wasn't really them? You hung up on them?
I did. I was like, this is a crank call.
Yeah.
I
It's
know
fake.
it. Yeah, exactly. And then finally in the fifth call,
You took it.
I
Oh,
took
all
it,
right.
yeah.
All right, so the premise of the movie, the story of the movie is?
A guy owns a pawn shop. These two women come in with an artifact from the Civil War, and they claim it is something that would have a tremendous amount of impact on how we see the history of that particular conflict in our country.
What battle are we talking about here?
This battle? Oh, it's Chickamauga.
Chickamauga?
Chickamauga.
I don't think that battle is.
familiar with it?
I don't think it happened.
Well, it happened.
Okay.
I assure you, 30,000 men lost their lives that day.
Wow.
It's attached to a fairly broad conspiracy. And overall, if it was actually true, we would know.
We would know.
Yeah.
What you are looking at
Yes.
is a genuine relic, a very valuable piece of evidence that supports the actual truth, which is the South won the war.
Okay. The South won the war?
That's right.
So the film, you wrote it, but talk a little bit about the process of the creation
all
of it.
of the dialogue was improvised. So I put
Every
together
single thing, basically.
Yeah, basically.
Show them the documentation. Here.
Have you told anybody else this?
This is something you want to keep under your hat till you're ready to
Seems
not
like
keep
pretty
it under
big
your hat.
news.
The acting is wonderful. The performances are wonderful. So funny, so subtle, and I can see that you're not trying to remember a script.
It's great, yeah,
coming,
I agree.
and that just flows. It's
I
just
know.
a
When I
beautiful
saw
thing.
it the first time, I was kind of amazed myself. It does make a difference.
Yeah. By the way, I meant to. You can't wreck your hair with this, but since you're the queen, would you put it on, or no? Would you, Mark? The tiara?
I know how.
No, it has to be on you. Would you put it on you?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if you will, but if you, oh yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, see?
It's like Osmo.
I bought that at Champions for like $14 today. I know you are the queen. You've been crowned. You've been crowned. You've been crowned. Dun 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 dun. Do the hustle, boom. So the name of the film is
Dinskin.
Tell our wonderful audience the premise of the movie.
So the premise of the film, it's based on a live show that I wrote. It started here in Seattle. So A lot of people ask me what this show is about. And the story is about a person who looks just like me and has my name. My dad is from Nigeria, and my mom is a white lady from Kansas.
So why did you want to make this into a movie?
Oh, because I saw the show and I saw it right away.
Yeah.
In minutes, actually. This film. He texted me on the way home from a work in progress of the show back in 2012.
And said, I want this to be a film.
He said, this is a movie. When can we work on it? And we weren't like close friends at that point in time.
So 2012, when did you start shooting?
October last year. 2018.
2018. Are you happy with it?
Oh yeah. I couldn't be happier.
Awesome.
He's also a great musician.
Oh, I know that.
So
crazy
the
great.
soundtrack is off the hook.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna just say that so that everybody knows that.
Yeah.
It's the best soundtrack that Seattle has ever made. And I'm just gonna be, saying that kind of stuff. Where
well, of course.
I'm patting myself on the back.
Right. Yeah.
I'm
gonna pat you. I'm gonna pat you.
This is the last great sockeye salmon fishery on the face of the planet, providing over half the world's sockeye salmon.
The Wild is a sequel to The Breach. We left off in 2015 with things in pretty good shape in Bristol Bay, which is the site and home of the last fully intact wild salmon run on Earth.
On Earth.
On Earth.
Mm-hmm.
We know what wild salmon are to us here.
Yeah.
We just don't have many of them left. Bristol Bay has everything fully intact, perfect.
Yeah.
In 2015, we had some protections put in place under the Obama administration. Flash forward to 2016, we have a new administration. Things changed literally overnight.
We think we've designed this tailings facility so that there will be no incidents, and I don't think that it presents a significant enough risk to stop this project.
The question we ask in the movie is, how do you save what you love?
How do you save what you love?
That's right.
What a great question. How are you feeling about the film?
Fantastic.
Yeah. It turned out how you wanted it to.
Better than we
I
could
love
have
that.
hoped.
I love when it's better.
Because, here's the thing, it's a timely topic.
Do we love salmon? I don't even know if love's a strong enough word.
The team worked amazingly to try to get this thing done. And now we'll find out what the audience thinks, but we're hoping that it has an impact on folks.
Right. Well, and what you're doing is great work, you guys. So congratulations.
Thanks,
have fun tonight and have fun when your film screens.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Good to see you.
Heaven. I'm gonna say heaven. Heaven. Okay, how many times? Like a couple times, 3 times, 4 times?
Good Kisser is a story about emotional abandonment and lust, and the difference between lust and love, and boundaries, and
here they are.
I say heaven any number of times, and you come in and take over and get me there, okay? Wouldn't it make more sense if we said limbo? No, that's not very flattering. You can count on me.
So how do you feel about the film? How did it turn out for you?
oh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited to premiere here at SIFF. We shot this movie in Seattle.
Yep.
A lot of the cast and crew are from here. I'm from here, and SIFF is a fantastic festival, curated wonderfully, as you know.
It's huge.
So to be selected and have Good Kisser premiere here is a huge deal.
There's a really lovely cross breeze upstairs. Plus, we can put the fan on.
Put your hands together for the Buckaroos!
The Long Haul is about an all-male review cabaret show called the Buckaroos. These are 2 of those gentlemen.
That's right.
It's my Magic Mike meets the Full Monty, but in a documentary. So, self-proclaimed average Joes who put on a comedic, very loosely cowboy western themed male review.
Yep.
And so it's a documentary that captures both the sort of parody of the live show and the real lives of the performers.
You make sure your props are in place, because I see some stuff. Okay, I just see some stuff that looks a little disorganized. I just want to make sure that, just double check.
And are you happy with the way the film turned out?
I am thrilled.
Yeah. David Shields, great to see you. Tell me about the film, because it's not your typical documentary
It's
at
not.
all.
It's not your grandfather's biopic, and it's not your grandfather's sports pick. It's really a kind of collage mix. It's, that we approached Marshawn about participating in the film Marshawn in perfect Lynchian silence declined, so that we were left on our own devices, namely taking 700 clips that we found from the web and using fair use, remixing it into a sort of love song to Marshawn's use of silence as a form of powerful cultural protest.
What can you say about how you guys battled, especially with the pressure they were bringing up front in the third quarter to really break through with the runs you had?
I'm thankful.
When's your next charity event?
I'm thankful.
Talk about your performance in the second half, the big run.
I'm thankful.
Why are you kind of taken with Marshawn? What was it that made you want to do this project? Because that's a big undertaking.
It was a 4-year project. It cost me a lot of money. I mean, not by movie standards, but by my standards.
Yeah.
And I was thinking about this, why Marshawn, other than I sort of loved him as a fan to a player, but I also really loves his use of silence. To me, it's part of a kind of Black Lives Matter. There are many ways to protest, and one of them is by never speaking.
I'm thankful.
Malinda Red,
Yeah.
nice to see you.
Nice to see
The
you.
name of your film, the title of your film.
Stories of Us, Camp Second Chance.
Tell us about the movie.
What I did is I spent a week in the winter at a homeless camp, and my hope was to capture a couple of stories and to show how much more we're really connected with one another than we may think, no matter what your exterior appearance was. And I ended up getting 12 people to tell their stories and open up.
So a lot of us out here don't want to be homeless.
It challenged me in a lot of ways, not just physically, but mentally.
Yeah.
And it allowed me to be in their shoes more so than just seeing people off the street and making my own judgments
Sure.
and what their situation is or who they are, which we all tend to do. And it's like if we take the time and just to get to know one another on a little deeper level, I think we will see that we all are wanting to belong, we all want to fit in, we all want to sense that someone cares about us and hears us.
Well, congratulations
Thank
on
you.
having the film in SIFF. That's a really big deal.
Thank you.
And have fun tonight. And when your film screens, enjoy all the accolades. Hi, Pat. I'm Nancy Guppy, and it's so nice to see you. And your beautiful documentary. What's it like to be the focus of a film?
I'm totally shocked,
Totally shocked. Yep.
but grateful.
The way that my white counterparts would sing Amazing Grace would be very plain, and then we would add all of the color to it, so to speak, for lack of a better word. Amazing grace, Lord, how sweet the sound.
Do you feel like it captured the spirit of what you're about?
It certainly did.
She's a perfectionist, and I feel that she felt that if you're going to do something, you give it your all. She's proven that you can do anything in life that you set your mind to.
You're a treasure, and you're a powerhouse, and we're so grateful for the film, and it's gonna, I think, just blow the roof off when it screens right here at SIFF. So thank you so
Very
much.
much.
Thank you so much. Congratulations, y'all. Have fun tonight.
Thank you.
Yeah.
She's not a musician. She's a messenger of God.
Hi, Ed. Nice
how
to
are
see
you?
you. I'm great. So, as the Earth turns,
Is a unreleased 1938 film by a Northwest filmmaker, Richard Lyford, who was 20 years old when he made this thing. He eventually moved to LA and worked for Disney. And in fact, he even directed an Academy Award-winning documentary in 1950. But before he was 20, he made 9 features. He wrote 58 screenplays, and he taught himself cinematography, directing, editing, special effects, makeup, the whole deal. So what we have is a very unusual film that really very few people have seen.
Yeah.
He had a crew of 50 to 100 people helping him. And there's kind of a cult following around the world of his stuff. And they're putting us in the Egyptian, which is wonderful theater that was built as a Mason Hall in 1915. Richard Leifer was born in 1917. So this film is as old as that theater, so it's the ideal place to see that film.
He might have even gotten in that theater
He may
before.
show up.
The
theater is haunted, so we're hoping he'll make an appearance.
Those are so cute. Thank you. Was this before Bambi's mother was killed or after? Before. Before. It's a much those are happy shoes. All right, we're going to transition from the red carpet to upstairs. Here we go. All right, so Lulu and Norma, so the name of the movie is?
Topless.
Topless, and it is about?
It is about two people who have their breasts removed for very different reasons, and their lives intersect when they're both swimming topless in a public pool, and one of them is kicked out of the pool, and the other one comes to their defense.
Ma'am? Yeah, hi. We require all women to wear tops here, so I'll need you to either put on a top or leave the pool.
Sorry, excuse me. We don't have anything to hide, obviously, so.
Oh, sir, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to her. It's just the rules.
Is this based on a true story?
It is, yeah.
Right.
A Seattle story.
Wow.
So it's based on Jody Jakes. She was wanted to swim at one of our community pools here in Seattle. She's had a double mastectomy, a breast cancer survivor, and was told she could not swim in the pool topless, even though she had no breasts. And so it's a story inspired by that experience.
Jody?
Yes.
Oh, how does she feel about the film?
Well, she actually played the character inspired by her in the film.
Right.
And she is not a professional actor, and she did a phenomenal job.
Look at those beautiful, gorgeous fingernails.
I'm super psyched to see The Woman Who Loves Giraffes, Allison Reed's movie here at SIFF 2019.
It takes an explorer's heart to go and study animals in Africa in the 1950s as a single woman.
This was a different world then. There wasn't the infrastructure, there were no mobile phones, there was nothing.
And the very first day I saw a giraffe, incredible. Each day I'd write down exactly what I did that day.
You're working on giraffes. She was the pioneer. She was essential reading.
She felt that she was forgotten, and she founded the study of giraffe biology.
I never really thought about it, that me being a woman, and they thought about it all the time, I think.
Did you never let it stop you?
Oh, no. Well, because I was thinking I was a person.
Well, the opening night film has begun, the festival has officially started, and now it's time for you to plan your SIFF experience. How do you do that? Well, you pick up one of these handy-dandy guides or go onto the SIFF website and peruse the over 400 films, pick a bunch of them or just a few, and join your fellow film lovers in this beloved 25-day cinematic celebration. So, thanks so much for watching, and we will see you at the movies. Yes.
Wait a minute, this movement.
What we see and what we see are a dream in a dream. What we see, what we see.
I just want to move my life like a movie. Mother Butler!
Salsa shark. Champagne, everybody! My God, it's false. The space extends life. The space. I'm unit. You own everything.
So this is all of the swag bags for the VIPs, the important people. And so, you know, no one's around, and I kind of like to make sure that everything's okay in the bag, so we like to kind of check it out. So first of all, let's see here. Oh, okay, well, so this is like some sort of a macrina cookie, and I think it's like a cinnamon or, oh my God, it's a gingerbread. This is really good. No, oh yeah, see, this is like a touchstone, right? It's Tito's handmade vodka, and it's a big bottle of it. But you wonder yourself, is it vodka or is it water? It's vodka. Some Theo's double chocolate peanut butter cups. I love these. I love these. This is, I like the dark chocolate. Oh, fantastic. Rosie, you like this. Where's Rosemary? She likes that stuff. Okay. Oh, look at this. We got some crackers, olive oil and herb partners. It's good to kind of get the sweet, right? And you want the savory. So, kind of dry. Oh, God. And to get that down, you gotta drink some vodka. Come here. Daddy likes the crackers. Tyler might want that. There you go, dude. What do you got here? Oh, it's a Kind bar. Yeah. Oh, Whim's chocolates. I'm wondering, is this? No. So there's some like edibles. So this is a chocolate. So let's just, because I don't really want to kind of get out of my mind at this point and go to the, you know, the psych ward tonight. That's not really where I want to head. Oh, that's really good. Vince, you like that? Who cares? Vinegar? Sipping vinegar? Okay, that's insane. And that's why this is coming out again. Because you got to wash out the sipping vinegar with some sipping vodka. That's so good. Who wants the vinegar? Come on. Sarah, you're from Puyallup, right? I am. Yeah, so that's perfect for Puyallup. Yeah, okay. Let's see what else we got here. Oh my God. Skinny dipped almonds, yes. Chocolate, almond. No, those are great. Those are really good. Come here. Skinny dipped almonds for you. So who wants a little sip of the vodka? Come on. You, come in here. What's your name again? Miranda. Miranda works. She works for SIFF. She got it. What do you think? Not bad. It tastes like vodka, does it not? Yeah. This is a very good year for SIFF, as far as I'm concerned. I think we got it. I think there's some sort of condoms in here somewhere. Who wants the condoms? Nobody?